Of course, was this past Friday, the 11th, and this morning we want to spotlight one local veteran who has faced his fair share of unexpected challenges over the years. But with a larger-than-life personality and a passion for his latest venture, Michael Killik is spicing things up in the world of hot sauce.
I'm Michael Killik. I'm owner of Killik Hot Sauce Company from Cleveland, Ohio. My daughter says it's 2 Ks, 2 Is, 2 Ls, all trouble.
Michael Killik has gone by a lot of names in his lifetime. Veteran, teacher, survivor, and now entrepreneur. But if you ask him, he'll probably say rock star.
If I don't have a certain amount of chaos in my life, I'm just not happy. And this is the perfect gig for that.
Killick's a Clevelander. A St. Ignatius grad, he went on to enter the Air Force and start his family before attending Cleveland State and becoming a Cleveland teacher. But life came to a screeching halt in 2004.
I had a stroke that left me with a hole in the base of my brain. That stroke that happened to me when I was teaching, best thing that ever happened to me.
That's because it forced him to take a step back and start a new chapter.
Everybody in my family cooks.
In the Cleveland restaurant scene. But life had more surprises in store. He was at work 8 years ago when his phone rang.
And I got a call that my dad had a heart attack.
Killik took care of his father, not knowing days later he would be the patient.
Had a pain in my arm, tightness in my chest, and I was sweating profusely. And they're like, Mr. Killik, you had a heart attack last night. And I'm like, record scratch, hold the phone.
He didn't have much time to think about his next steps.
I'm like, well, you've survived a stroke. If you survive this, what are you gonna do?
While Killik was still recovering, he received another devastating wake-up call about his dad.
Well, he had another heart attack and he died at home by himself.
Killik took stock and realized he was living an unhealthy lifestyle. A big culprit, too much salt.
I love hot sauce. People use salt for flavoring. It's in everywhere. Salt tastes good, right? That's just the gig, but it's not really great for us.
So he decided to make his own hot sauce, finding flavor instead from fermentation.
I sent it off to the lab at Kent State and it came back 1% sodium. And I'm like, wait, this is it. This is my hook. A great tasting hot sauce that's good for you.
He started his business 4 years ago. Another new chapter. And today, Killik Hot Sauce is officially nationwide with 4 different hot sauces and even a vinegar. He says he's charging forward.
All my experience being in the service, being a Cleveland teacher, and you have to talk to 140 6th grade students. I'm not afraid of anything. It's been a great, intense ride, but I wouldn't do anything else.
Such a cool guy. Killik's Hot Sauce continues to grow. A month ago, they were picked up by Cisco to go national. They even have plans to go abroad in a few years. And locally, they are continuing to partner with Cleveland brands, including a new special collaboration with Ohio City Pasta. It's their hot chicken Gouda ravioli using Killik's Zeta hot sauce. You can pick that up at the West Side Market. His bottles are everywhere around town, too. You've probably seen them in the grocery store, but I just thought, what an amazing way to take setbacks between the tragic passing of his father, his own health issues, and saying, you know what, we've got to turn this into something positive and productive.
Yeah, I love that. And you know what? Who doesn't love a good backstory like that?
Mm-hmm.
That makes you want to support that business even more, just knowing what a person has gone through and overcome to get to where he is now. And he's taking his setbacks not as something that hindered him or set him back, you know, a while, years back, but he is using it to propel him forward. And, I mean, that hot sauce looks really good.
It is good. It is good. I did. He was so generous. He sent us home with a few bottles. I wish I brought him in, but I also am glad I left them so that they're all for me. But the fermentation, like we were saying, so good for your gut. They're also gluten-free. They're low in sodium, like he mentioned. So a lot of good stuff happening there. Yeah, check them out if you're in the grocery store.
I need some.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get to